Quick call from Chung. King 10-7, 2 spades. Very live flush draw for the 3-better.
That's for a very small c-bet.
Keith is itching to get in this game, look.
Quick
Wandering
call
around, look, itching to get in it.
from the 2 jacks of Chung.
Spent his horse, isn't it? Mitch is still in, obviously, then, yeah?
Queen on the turn, kind of an interesting card.
Is he out?
Where'd you
It
go?
may make a lot of the hands
Where'd you
that Chung could be
Okay,
representing.
Mark, where?
Aye.
Sorry?
It must be a big game for him.
Yeah, well, actually, it's got a good day 1-8. 366 is a very 366.
When I point it off, he's
It's a
going
good,
to say,
it's a good day 1-8.
2 tens
Good
for the player
show.
known as Michael.
Yeah, he'll get it.
Maybe the most feared player at this table.
Steaming.
And once again, the straddle is on, of course. 3-bet, ace tray of spades. Justin Sevilla
13, right?
getting frisky.
No, raise or, yeah, 13 in total.
This whole game has been pretty frisky so far. It's good action.
Also, it takes a lot of gusto to 3-bet Michael there, raising in that position.
Black.
9-7 deuce.
60% of that steel wheel you like to talk about.
Perfect, yeah.
Sevilla
Lovely.
has to continue here. And Michael looks like he's going to make a quick call. 42.75 in the middle, to the turn we go. 8 on the turn here. I think this is a bad card to bluff at. If your hand's capped, as I believe Sevilla is representing here, a hand like aces, you're not loving that 8. Michael now up and down with a straight draw to go along with his pocket pair. Or pockets, as no one says.
A wired pair, as also no one says.
Let's bring that back.
Sure. We start the revolution right now. Wired 10s for Michael.
And another call.
I like the just call. Michael picking up on the fact that that's not a great card for Sevilla to value bet, making it way more likely that it was a bluff. Give him a chance to bluff one more time.
And I think he knows he's going to have to. 8's pair on the river. It's going to have to be a big bet to have any shot. 43.50. Makes the call.
Ace high.
Zang.
I actually said thought about jacks or 10s, Michael. That's what I said, and I said I thought you would not call there.
Justin Sevilla learns the hard way that you don't bluff the best player at the table, especially not while wearing that shade of Papa Smurf blue.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by our trusted friend, Kimosabi Mezcal. Why settle for tequila? Step up to Kimosabi.
Poker Night is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
Hey.
This is the
Dusk Till Dawn game. These are typically the guys that play over there. This game organized by a gentleman by the name of Scally. Chung 2 jacks. We'll make it 400.
Yeah.
John Duthie looks down at wired tens. Table flat. Jack in the window. That's top set immediately. Jack 9-5.
Some pretty fun backdoor draws for Duthie.
That's right. 2 ways to make a hand that would beat a set. Chung continues for 400 and Duthie calls right behind. Another diamond on the turn.
And breathes a little bit of life into Duthie's hand. May also slow down the action for Chung. But I'm incorrect. He bets 1K, which I don't think will be enough to get Duthie to fold.
And there's the call. Four of clubs on the river.
Oh, dearie, dearie, babe.
Duthie checks his tens again over to the set of jacks.
2,700.
2,700.
And Duthie has one of the worst hands right now if he's trying to pick off a bluff. He has the 10 of diamonds. That's blocking a ton of the queen 10 type combos that would make sense.
But he doesn't seem fazed by it. He takes a sip of his tea and makes the call.
Nice hand.
Well, $9,000 going the way of Timothy Chung. I think John Duthie can afford it, though. So straddle on here, once again.
I went 17 hours in the 1K.
With this much
practically no
TV
hands.
time, I hope we've gotten a release signed by this girl.
I don't think these masseuses do
8 hours
releases.
day 1, 8 hours day 2, and 1 hour of day 3.
So
And I
Chung
picked up
here, Queen 4
Maybe 2 premium, maybe 3 premium.
in the straddle will defend the King 9 open. Jack 10 Jack. Gut shot for Duthie. That's about it. Goes check, check, 4 on the turn, pairs Chung. It leads, which is a little interesting. Duthie is kind of gone from being like not that interested in this hand to now suddenly interested. You can see the wheels turning there.
Right, I'm just like you, but I've had some nice playable hands.
I haven't had any. That's a bluff.
Every
With that
time
ace-
I've
with that ace
played
high to
Jack
bluff
nine,
it.
Call
I've
3
got
on the
overs
river.
against small pairs and ace king, ace 10.
I think if you're Chung, you're thinking you can probably get paid off by ace high type hands.
Can we go on even a little bit harder on like the shoulder?
Also serves as a blocker.
A little bit of wax then, why not? A little bit. I mean,
It's a bet that really can't be raised without
yeah.
a made big nutted
So
hand.
where's the turbo? Is that here? Then?
Duthie going through his options. Is king high good?
These
35. 3,500.
Sure.
Decides to come in for the raise, 3,500.
So Duthie sizes up Chung correctly that he's not too strong and makes a pretty spicy river raise.
Full house. Oh no, hold on. No, I've got 9 king.
And John Duthie bluffs
Nice
his
hand.
showdown. And here's a sandwich.
What's going on the stream there?
If John Duthie had done the eat the sandwich and then 3-bet, that's way stronger. I think it would have gotten through.
I agree. Looks like we've got a couple straddles going on here. Oh,
Hey Tim, do you talk call
So we have our original straddle along with a $200, $400, and $800 restraddle.
How much more is it? I'm trying to think. 1, 2.
If we came to, if one of us is going to get on
action
his hand,
is
I really should have.
first on Simon Zach, who folds
Definitely
king
thinking
8.
a lot longer, but I don't know about the outcome. I'll be thinking a lot longer.
Simon and down.
There's 1,500 out there. Michael,
His Royal Highness King Michael is in the pot.
he's 9-10 suited. Totally playable, totally raisable.
John has a decision now because Clearly, when there's multiple straddles, there's a lot of dead money in the pot, and even having a blocker can be a powerful enough hand to try to steal the blinds.
Hi, Michael.
Hello.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I haven't looked yet.
I've looked.
All in.
So, how much is it?
He goes shrug, all in.
Now he's just praying that Michael actually has a real hand. Is he getting the right price with 9-10 suited?
Clearly, he's not getting
You
the
guys don't
right
wanna
price
bet
if he
100
sees his
days
opponent has aces, but Sevilla's kind of
getting a good
crazy.
price,
He's been
but
really stabby at a
bet
bunch
you're
of pots.
betting you're not getting
And,
it.
you know, maybe he doesn't have a great hand. Maybe he's got pocket eights. Maybe he just has, like, ace-5 suited or something like that. And that's what he's trying to think right now. Is it worth it to put the call in?
As it stands, he's got 19% equity, so he would need at least 4-1 on a call, and he doesn't even have 2-1.
Yeah. But you could just see it in his eyes. He wants to gamble. This game is so good.
No,
And he likes money just a little too much.
it's a shame.
Give me all that free money.
It was a good time to put the 800 on.
It was, wasn't it?
Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net and claim your free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook.
So after night one, let's take a look at everyone's chip stacks. Simon Zach, thus far, our big loser, down over 10,000, as well as Vish Maney, Justin Sevilla, John Duthie, and Luke Marsh in the hole.
And we have Timothy Chung off to a great start. He's in the black 4,600. And Michael Chi Zhang, who is just cleaning up the table with over 25K in profit so far.
Tune in next time because there is nothing more fun than watching players stuck money chase their losses. And also, Sean Deeb joins the game. We love that idiot here at Poker Night.
If you want more Poker Night, you can find us on social media, including Twitch and YouTube, where you can find full episodes, live streams, and exclusive content.
Also, don't forget to download our free poker app. You and your friends can have your very own poker night as well as a chance to win a seat in our show. Search for us in your app store and download it today. For everyone here at Poker Night, I'm Jesse Abramowitz.
And I'm Jamie Kerstetter. Bye!
Poker Night in America is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal and Sit and Go 2.0. Also, don't forget to download our free poker app. You and your friends can have your very own poker night, as well as a chance of winning your own seat on our show. This is all over stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah.
From Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, this is Poker Night. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America presents the Party Poker Caribbean Poker Party. I'm Jesse Abramowitz, no relation to Ryan Gosling, alongside Jamie Kerstetter.
Tonight we continue to play 25-50 with an optional straddle, which will definitely be optioning. And check out these stats. Michael Zhang and Timothy Chung up 5 figures. And look who's joined the action. The pride of upstate New York, Sean Deeb.
Sean again, I'll start.
Use the last name, Sean Deeb. It matters.
Mr. D.
Pen.
Rank the Deebs between Freddie, Janine, and Sean.
Danielle Deeb. She's my number one.
Okay, so Sean's probably like around 4th.
I actually love Sean Deeb. He's a really sweet man. Despite a lot of his table antics. Truer words have never been said.
That was very funny. Jessica's doing a very good job.
I was in the tournament going through bullets.
She's doing good.
John Duthie, one of the top dogs at Party Poker, and one of the most active guys here at the Party Poker Punta Cana Poker Party.
Cool. Just
Here we go
I
again.
want to see a flop. See a flop.
Probably gonna win just the way you won last one.
Maybe. I don't know. It depends. What's my range?
Wider than mine.
Queen 6-4. Pair of 4s for Duthie. Nothing but the betting lead for Deeb. Duthie says he'll call 1. Kind of think he's telling the truth.
Yep. It's pretty rare that someone's actually telling the truth when they're saying, I'm just going to call 1 bet and then you could have the pot.
No, I mean, I actually believed him.
Yeah.
$14. So
some scores, shall we? Scores on the doors.
35.
Oh, well, you know what? He's got a trick up his Hanes undershirt sleeve.
And he was telling the truth. He was only going to call once.
Poker Night is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
The first place I ever played was the Isle, my 18th birthday.
Okay.
But when it was just a harness track.
Okay, yeah,
They
yeah.
had the $2 max limit.
Yeah.
Like, good
The
memories.
most genius move I ever saw that the Seminole Indians did was...
Michael's popped it up with ace-5 suited, 700. And Sean Deeb with a 3-bet with ace-king to 22.
Can we get a menu?
How much you start with 100?
Menu.
20. How much you start with? 50?
Start with 20. I only
Food.
have 14.5.
14.
No food?
Or 14.7.
That's not good news. Twice?
Sure. Well, it's like a tournament. Lose every hand
And
post-flop? Yeah.
it's a 4-bet and a snap call. They're going to run it twice. Ace-king versus ace-5. Uh-oh.
Nah, what does he want?
Internet, you know, live poker's rigged.
Nice free roll me? That's great.
When that kind of
So
American
dirty.
King has come out as well.
All of the dirty nut flush
Okay.
for Michael. He wins the first half of the pot.
Who might I have credit from?
Oh, no.
I've got the deuce.
Got any credit from anyone?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, have you got money on you? Yeah, or I should I can get from the cage if you
Okay.
need it, so...
It looks like I'm losing this one. I think it's just gonna be the 5 too.
No, I gotta go.
It's the deuce.
Oh my God, he gets a straight flush.
Steel wheel.
How good? You know how
Nuts and nuts.
How
Yeah.
good does this guy run? How good do you run?
That is
Seriously.
not, are you kidding
How
me?
good do you run?
He's tweeting from his mean Sean Deeb account right now.
What time does it finish?
At least, it's at least midnight.
What? The chat? No, I'm not watching. I'm on WhatsApp, Skype. Crap.
2 9s here for Deeb. Following the straddle will make it 300.
WhatsApp, Skype, work.
It's an ugly word, isn't it? These days, work.
Work, what's that?
Justin Sevilla, fresh off his massage. He's going to call with 8-9. It's a bit loose there. But after all, he's feeling good, feeling loose. And that's the nuts.
Sean thinks he's hit a good flop with his overpair and gut shot. This has just been max pain for Sean from the moment he sat down.
I do like that Sevilla is raising here. Deeb could be still a bit tilty from losing 16.5 grand or so on that last massive all-in. 10 of diamonds on the turn. The nuts remain the nuts for Justin Sevilla. 3K is the turn bet. Nearly pot. How many pots did you bet? And the nuts continue to be the nuts. It's rare that you see the flop nuts remain the same on the river. And it's just unfortunate that he ran into the nuts, and he knows it. But he's a good sport. That's Sean Deeb. He's a good guy.
Sean has to be a good sport for all of the horrible things he does to his opponents. You can't be someone who slow rolls everyone and then not be able to take a beat here and there.
For that, we love him.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Welcome back to Poker Paradise in Punta Gordo at the Poker Party Participatory Partnership.
Jamie, careful. You're gonna hurt yourself. It's Welcome Back to Poker Night in America presents the Party Poker Caribbean Poker Party Cash Game Special.
Changing the bullets for your gun. Your bullets have run out of...
Straddle on from Sean Deeb. Duffy's gonna raise up ace deuce to 300. don't like it. Michael calls behind with ace-5, and Deeb calls with king-8 suited from his straddle. King-10 tray, 2 hearts.
Duffy bets out too small. There's just so many different hands that can continue on this board when you're taking it multi-way. And he's just not going to get through enough if he is just bluffing, which he is.
Heads up.
And the ace on the river gets John there. I would hope he would bet now that he's actually got something.
He makes a teeny bet on the river, targeting exactly the type of hand that Deeb has.
And what's funny here is that if Duffy thought that Deeb had nothing and he was banking on him folding, now he's hoping that he does have something. And it's always hilarious to watch someone change their read mid-hand. Sean does make the call. Kind of shrugs like, well done. Really deserved that one.
The only thing that Duffy did wrong in this hand is turning over his cards too quickly.
Sean is peeved.
Sean peeved?
Sean peeved.
One of the great things about Vegas bookmakers is people will take a risk. They'll give you a chance.
Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0.
The time it took Kelly Clarkson to sing.
Oh, the national anthem.
Yeah, exactly. That was Neil Channing. Neil went. You know Neil Channing. You probably.
Me and him got into it the first time we met, and we became very much more peaceful the second time around.
So Michael, 2 kings here will make it 300. Duffy calls behind with ace-10, and Sevilla with 6s, and Simon Zach defending the straddle with jack-9.
Time the length bit, and he got the line.
Of the national anthem, like you can bet on how long it takes to sing of the national anthem in the Super Bowl. To sing. Yeah, there's like over and unders on the time.
Well, she's a professional performer, so yeah.
Absolutely, within a second. It was ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Action flop,
Check.
10 high, top for Duffy with that ace of spades in his hand as well. Michael Chi Zhang with the overpair to the board. Wise fold from Simon Zach, who was up and down, but no spade.
I'm getting a massage.
He's getting a massage, he says.
There'll be a seat soon if you want to play.
Ree's pair on the turn.
Great card for Michael to be able to get some more money in this pot.
Did you make day 4? Keith.
1,700 is the turn bet.
Cool. This is a big river card.
Both players improved to a full house, technically speaking. I'd like to imagine you can get almost a pot bet out of Duffy at this point. 64, over pot.
Duffy seems to be a sticky character, and he doesn't like to fold, so I do like sizing the bet up here.
And it's just a spot where Duffy's just gonna have to shrug and put it in and just say, oh well.
I'm all in.
Whoa.
You got no reason to bluff.
I think that Michael's having a tough time figuring it out. I don't think he's ever folding, but he's just like, what are you doing, bruh?
Auto ace is good.
Duffy could have just paid 6,400, but he insisted on lighting the rest on fire.
Nice hand.
Well, can't hate him for trying. It was a very optimistic play.
Nearly.
And he's giving back to the party poker community that he cares so much about.
Yeah. I think we've got to vote one person off first.
My seat's for sale.
I'd also like to welcome the new masseuse, Malibu Stacy, to the table. Zhang,
There's a king of spades.
2 deuces,
Yeah.
raises to 300.
1,100.
Duffy getting cutesy now. 5-3 of spades, 3-betting, possibly the most dangerous player at the table. $600 is the continuation from John Duffy. Probably trying to chase back some of that 20 grand. You just pumped it across the table. Here's the raise. And now Duffy says, I've made a huge mistake, but what am I going to do?
I need more money. Ace-4.
Oh.
6.
Wow.
Are you running good or what?
How good is that? Ace-4. How many hands can you have? It's crazy. You're so lucky.
This is what we call wine and win. You gotta complain to the dealer,
I know I'm lucky, but
and
you're
then
so
they
lucky.
give you a ridiculous run out and you get your money back.
Ridiculous.
Duffy lamenting the luck of his opponent to almost win the hand.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by our trusted friend, Kimosabi Mezcal. Why settle for tequila? Step up to Kimosabi.
Welcome back to Punta Cana for the Party Poker Caribbean Poker Party presented by Poker Night in America, but temporarily in Punta Cana.
50 big.
That's day 2. That's day 2.
That one is BB, not 60k.
BB
4K.
Is that it?
So it's just started.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Oh, no, it's a satellite. Maybe it's not, Turbo's not on there. Yeah.
Was it 26?
Maybe they made enough people.
Well, Deeb chasing some losses here. He's going to come in after the straddle, raise it up to 300 with 8-6.
That's my brother. The internet trolls.
Yeah.
But don't trust anything they say.
Yeah, I know. And she's like, so I said, well, I remember my sister, like, she's a player. She plays a lot. So she's like, oh my God, you know, like, and that's my brother, and get that ball guy off. He's played too tight. I said, played too tight. I've just lost
Simon
off.
Zach looks down at 2 threes. He will call from the small blind.
So it makes my call not as bad then.
And Cyril Vishini, who apparently is a player at this table.
Don't you call me at 3 o'clock and tell me that. I'm defending.
6-5, deuce. Everyone's got a piece.
Yeah, there's going to be some reason I'm laughing.
Never both laughing together. It's not possible, is it?
No, it's not.
$1,600 is the re-raise.
I like the raise here, trying to thin the field. If he gets heads up, he has a much better chance of winning this pot. There are a ton of turn cards that'll be bad for him that he'll have to worry about if he peels it 3 ways.
So 4,500 in the middle here, and the turn produces the 7 of hearts.
Oh, no. Yeah, I can tell you. But when you get back.
Deeb now up and down.
That's the good ball. I think what you have to do to win the big
Yeah,
back.
both of them have to lose a pot.
That's like 1 in 30, right?
Yeah.
1 in 30, and then 1 in 30 times. What's 5 in a row? So it's like.
Well, let's not even try.
Deeb goes all in for 3,600, and that'll do it.
Ace-4 of hearts.
Wish I had either one of those cards.
No, it just looks like a nice sort of hand to have.
Now, if he wants to angle and play this bad, it's okay.
Nobody does that.
His sister's gonna be real mad. I said that too.
Yeah, you're right. She's going to be like, super.
She's gonna sit across me in some World Series event and be like, you fucking
And
called
she
out
does.
my brother.
And she will do. Trust me. Plays a few events then, so yeah.
Sean Deeb, 2 kings. Heyo. Sevilla gets in there with the Jack-10. Zach with Ace-4 has snuck in a 3-bet to 1250. Deeb just clicks it back to 3K.
Will you be mad if I suck out on you? You look like a nice guy. You'll still call me, right?
This is Sean Deeb
I mean,
in his
like,
element.
You come to New York.
Oh, yeah.
You meet him in New York, you don't say New York.
Yeah, of course I will.
You're still right.
Like a suited king.
Yeah, you're in good shape.
Good shape. You're ahead.
Well, do you know what I mean? I'm not as strong.
Excuse me.
He got it.
Come on, yeah.
You seem like a nice guy.
3 for justice.
Justice 3.
I would have called it one card. That was
3.
high.
No matter where we are in the world, you can count on a Sean Deeb slow roll.
Thank you.
No 3, no ace.
No justice.
Oh, John.
Sure, indeed.
Send the thing and I'm not.
Sure.
Couldn't be at the table without getting one slow.
Yang, king 8. We'll raise to 300. And Zach just calls with 2 aces.
Oh, 500.
All spades, king
Feeling
10
lucky.
deuce.
Feeling lucky.
Simon Zach, hammerlock on this thing. He's got the spade as well.
Hey, you know, it's going to be Reruns.
Zhang just bets 200.
No, you might get
keeping the
stacked with
betting lead and dictating the price, which now is going to go up. $700. The offsuit 8 on the turn. Zhang now ahead with kings and 8s. He's running pretty hot and playing pretty well, which is a deadly combination. After putting in the check raise, Simon Zach checks the turn. It's an odd line. Queen of clubs on the river, so aces have been officially cracked. Now here's the river shove. Again, not an easy decision. It's a... Well, apparently it is if you're Michael Zhang. Turns over the winner, and another nearly 20K pot is pushed his way.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah.
Zhang has ice in his veins and runs super hot.
Hot ice.
Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net and claim your free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's count some stacks. Actually, let's just make a generalized statement. Mostly everyone got person-handled by one player.
Our big winner for today is Michael Chi Zhang. And our big losers of the day are Simon Zach, Sean Deeb, and John Duffy. If you want more Poker Night, you can find us on social media, including Twitch and YouTube. You can find full episodes, live streams, and exclusive content.
Also, don't forget to download our free poker app. You and your friends can have your very own poker night, as well as a chance to win a seat on our show. Search for us in the App Store and download it today. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, I'm Jesse Abramowitz.
I'm Jamie Kerstetter, and thanks everyone for tuning in.
Poker Night in America is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal and Sit and Go 2.0.
Ace 4.
Are you ready good or what? Are you ready good or what?
Ace 4. Unbelievable.
From Rivers Property in Schenectady, New York, this is Poker Night in America.
Hello, my babies, and welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm Joe Stapleton alongside Jesse Abramowitz, and tonight our tournament comes from the Rivers Casino and Resort in Schenectady. It's King of the Hill.
It's high stakes poker, heads up poker to be exact.
That's right, 4 players, 50 grand each, 3 matches, 200K to the winner. Loser gets nothing.
Our first match features 3-time bracelet winner Frank Casella and heads-up specialist Daniel Jungleman Cates. Our second match pits the one and only Doug Clickbait Polk versus 15-time bracelet winner and author of a new book. I forget what it's called.
Positivity.
Author of a new book.
Don't worry about it. Each player starts with 50,000 chips, and to reveal placards, use one, you get to see your opponent's cards after the conclusion of the hand.
Without further ado, Poker Night in America brings you King of the Hill.
All right, let's do this. Casella first to act on the button.
Do we need to spread out our cards like this?
Yeah, you have to spread them.
Jungleman, I know you've played on TV before.
It's gonna be tilting.
Raise.
But from what I understand, Jungleman has been known to forget about visiting entire countries. Casella raises. Jungleman, Dan Cates, he's in. 7-4 versus 9-5. What are these guys, terrible at poker?
That's heads up for you. Any 2 will do.
Dan flops trip 9s. And his poker face says exactly that. Yep, trips, got trips.
25.
Quick call from Casella, who's got a pair of 7s.
I don't like the quick snap call, but I suppose it's probably to try and deter any further betting.
6 of hearts on the turn.
How much?
This time 3,000. Casella instantly asks how much. Great question in poker. Very important to know how much.
It's one of the best questions you can ask.
Oh, we're gonna see our first river. I'm so excited. It's a 6. Full house for Cates. Sorry, I've been watching other commentators, trying to learn.
Now, it seems like Jungleman can kind of just dictate his own price here, and I feel like he might go big. Big bet.
12,300, the bet from Cates.
12-3.
Casella's kind of painted himself into a corner here.
Would that corner happen to be located in a full house?
I have a 9.
Do you? I have a 7.
And 7's no. I have a straight. I mean.
You have a straight?
I have full house. Full house.
You have full house. You have all the hands.
I actually.
Nice hand.
I thought I was betting 5,000 on the turn. Actually.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Cost you a little bit, I guess, in the long run. That was a good first hand.
Wasn't a bad one. Bucket jacks is something like 30%.
Really? Does somebody have that math figured out somewhere already?
Yeah. You can download some apps that do this too. Raise.
Cates makes it 750 with ace-10, king-jack for Casella. I like to call it Kojak.
Raise.
Who loves you, baby? 2,800. And of course, Cates is going nowhere.
This is goofy chips.
Much like the phrase YOLO. To the flop. King, Jack, Trey. Top 2 for Casella. What a dream.
Big sizing here.
Almost a full pot bet. Cates has got a gut shot to the nuts, as well as an ace high that could be the best hand. Cates dead to a queen or runner, which is oddly still available at the local Blockbuster here in Schenectady. Ooh.
Well, it's been real. Depending on the size of this bet here, this may dictate Casella's fate.
Well, I hope Dan tanks for like 45 more minutes, or else this is going to be a real short show.
Do you have like 10 left or something?
10, 11, looks like a little over 12.
It's very obvious with this sizing that Casella is, in fact, betting a hand that won't fold. Therefore, it has to be a hand of strength. so it'll be interesting to see how he reacts.
All in.
Oh, there's the all
I have the
in.
nuts.
You get the nuts?
Yeah, I do.
That was a good turn, Dan. I'm not drawing dead.
That was a very good turn.
Huh?
It was a very good turn.
It was a good turn. Well, this could be a quick match.
Don't jinx me.
Huh?
Don't jinx me.
Could I bet anything on the flop that you'd have folded?
If you like shove or something.
Open shove. I tried to bet pretty big, so keep
It's just
something like
unlucky, man. I mean.
Oh well.
The purest form of poker, everyone.
You want to run it twice?
Sure, if we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, it's.
I don't think we're allowed to. They don't allow it.
Jungle Man just loves answering every hypothetical.
Not a king, not a jack. Good night, everyone. The good news is my parents live right down the road, so for the rest of the show, we're going to have 45 minutes of me and my brother opening Christmas presents from 1992. And so Jungle Man moves on to the finals.
Congratulations, Daniel Cates. However, he hasn't won a penny yet. Jungle Man will face the winner of the Doug Polk Phil Hellmuth match to see who leaves with 200 grand and the belt.
That is not a joke. There's an actual belt, like in wrestling. We'll be right back.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America presents King of the Hill.
Moments ago, we saw Daniel Jungleman Cates make quick work of Frank Casella.
Now it's time for Phil Hellmuth and Doug Polk to battle it out. Let's see who will take on Jungle Man in the winner-take-all match.
We joined this match already in progress. Blinds up to 250-500. Doug's made it 1,000 with Queen 9. Phil calls with Ace 4, and Phil's already checked.
Who still checks in the dark?
I do. Doug's continued with his up and down draw.
Call.
Phil decides to call with the nut flush draw. Gotta love Doug Polk. Wearing a t-shirt, needling a guy with whom Doug picked a fight with in the first place in order to drive up his own YouTube numbers. Class act.
Internet beefs are in section 2 when you sign up for the lab.
Check. Phil makes the flush on the turn, goes check, check. 8 of spades on the river.
I check.
Dirty check from Hellmuth here.
Dirty because Doug has made his straight.
It's going to be hard to put Hellmuth on the nuts now.
Doug's made it 3,100 on the river. You know, I made fun of Doug's shirt a second ago. I'm just happy he's wearing sleeves. There's the raise from Phil. We knew it was coming.
Damn it. How much is that?
This could be the worst thing to happen to Doug Polk since the new YouTube terms of service.
Oh.
14,000.
First instincts are often right here. He kind of knows it.
Not fun times over here right now.
Asking himself, is Hellmuth capable of check raising here?
Oh. And Queen 9. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good hand.
I think in his heart of hearts, if he has a heart, he knows that this is a fold.
Folding's boring, though.
I do not have a club.
If you fold, you automatically lose, and you don't get to see what the other guy has. It's stupid.
Except that we've got the reveal cards here, so factor that into his decision making.
There's the call.
I have it.
That counts as it.
Yeah, that's it.
That'll be it. Ah, why on the river? Why? How about a nice 7 on the river? I got like...
I don't think so.
Yeah, something like that, 62.
60-40-ish.
But anyway, why do you wear the headphones?
Doug raising.
Because I never see you listening to music at the table. Is it just for like on breaks and stuff?
It depends on like the events. Sometimes I don't listen to music.
You just want the option?
I'm thinking of re-raising it, by the way. I'm thinking about maybe making it about 3 more.
Okay. All right, noted.
Blinds up to 300, 600. And Hellmuth makes the call with Ace 4.
You told me you wouldn't lie. Were you lying
I wouldn't
then?
lie after about a hand that I
see.
had.
Okay, gotcha.
Both flop a pair. Top pair for Doug. Phil checks.
Pretty dry flop. Expected to c-bet this always.
And Doug has
Raised
bet.
1K.
And Phil makes an interesting raise.
Clicks it back because, yeah, I don't know why.
Doug obviously makes the call with top pair. Very good kicker. Takes his time with it. Doesn't want to look too obvious.
Check.
King of hearts on the turn. Phil checks immediately. Doug checks it back. 5 of diamonds on the river.
Check.
Phil checks again. Is he giving up? Is he trying to induce a small bluff?
Weird line to check raise the flop, then snap check both turn and river. Paul can probably just bet whatever amount he wants. I don't think he's concerned whatsoever.
35.50, the bet from Doug. Feeling pretty confident with how passively Phil's played the hand.
Queen Jack.
Phil calls. Queen Jack, good.
I will be pretty unlucky.
So Phil limps in. Doug raises with the 5-2 suited.
All right.
And Phil's coming along for the ride with 8-6. Polk flops a flush draw. Second pair for Phil. And Doug is going to continue. 2,600.
2,600.
Phil sticks around with his pair.
All standard up to this point, except for the part where Hellmuth limped and then called with 8-6.
Deuce of hearts on the turn. Doug's got a pair now. Checks it.
42?
You heard it. 4,200 is the bet from Phil.
Doug 30% equity, getting more than a fair price to call here. This would be a great spot for a re-raise if he didn't raise out of the big blind.
Cool.
But he did, so he calls.
Yeah, traditionally this board texture isn't going to connect with the big blind raise.
This is a spicy board texture. Jack of clubs on the river.
Check.
Polk misses.
8s.
Check, check it goes. Phil is going to take down this pot with a pair of 8s. Will Phil Hellmuth continue to have his way with Doug Polk?
Could this be the most interesting matchup in the history of poker?
Did Chris Ferguson play a role in the JFK assassination?
There's only one way to clickbait, 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 clickbait after this.
Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America.
I believe it.
Welcome back to Rivers in Schenectady, where Phil Hellmuth has a 2-1 chip advantage over Doug Polk.
Call. Wow, I really wanted to play a hand earlier with this hand. Ooh. Ooh.
Raise and a call. Hellmuth flops best. Goes check, check. So much checking's happening early, I really don't know what's going on, guys. Deuce on the turn. It's a heart. Doug continues. Phil may or may not have checked streets on future hands. I'm not sure. Phil calls the 1,000. Doug's drawing dead. 7 of hearts on the river.
Certainly feels obliged to bet here. Has to take a stab. Not going to be his favorite spot. Hellmuth likely to look this up.
One of the two is going to happen. I'm either going to throw this button, or I'm going to throw in this money.
Going for the polarizing overbet, trying to rep the old Jack Deuce.
All right, I call.
9 high. Oh, wait, I thought I had a heart.
Not like a boss.
Jack is good. Jack is good. Damn it. It's probably a little bit too much. It also depends how much I've had to drink. I'm sober right now, so we're looking at maybe a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
If we make it to the break, I might have a drink or two. We're gonna stay in the zone right now.
Blinds are up once again, now 400, 800.
Gotta stay in the zone. I'm getting punked too hard.
Are you?
I don't know. I'm saying stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to be interesting on camera without all those edits and jump cuts.
12?
Phil with another confused bet of 12 with his bottom pair. Doug's got an up and down draw, a couple of live pairs as well.
Race. 3,500.
I like the raise here. Take control of the hand.
Call.
Call.
Phil reluctant to fold bottom pair. 8,600 in the middle to the turn. Jack of hearts. Phil with 2 pair now.
Really unlucky for Doug. I think that he takes this down with a blank like 100% of the time.
Doug blasting away at this. 6,300 the bet now.
6,300.
I have.
Well, if Helmuth believes Polk has showdown value, he might raise here.
Right around 20, 21.
I'm all in.
All in.
There's the all in and the fold from Polk.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me use this. Those
Ooh,
two.
Doug demands the reveal.
I'd be happy you folded.
Nice. Well, I'm already happy.
Yep.
Phil shows the Jack 4.
Wow, what a turn, Phil.
I know.
What a
It really
turn.
was. I admit it.
Phil Helmuth has got Doug Polk up against the ropes. 4-1 chip lead.
Okay.
Here at the Rivers in Schenectady.
You have 20 bigs?
I'm really bad with chips, Phil. You
That's
know
okay.
this.
Yeah. Okay,
So
I
that's
see it.
12.
I see it. I see it.
17, 18. I got like 19 behind. 19 behind.
Okay, I call.
Call.
Check.
So we've got a limp and a check. 8-6 deuce.
Check.
2 pair for Doug. Goes check, check. 10 of hearts on the turn. Phil picks up more outs than a baseball game. Okay, not that many, but like 4 innings worth. Bets it. Do we see a raise from Doug?
I think we absolutely do because he's going to want to size this up so he can put the rest in on the river.
Almost 6K in the middle, 2,700 for Phil to call.
Of course, granted that the river isn't a bad card for Polk. It is.
The river is a bad card for Polk. Hit him with the 9. Helmuth makes his double gutter.
I'd like to believe that Polk will be able to get away from this. There's just so many combinations that get there after that 10.
Get away from what? Phil hasn't even bet yet.
7,000.
Oh, wait, there he goes.
11,000.
Phil, I had 2 pair in the turn. Why? How do you have a 7? 7x of hearts? 10-7. What do you think, Phil? What should I do here? I'm really close between 2 decisions. All right.
And he's decided.
It's very close. So I'm going to flip a coin. All right, guys, we're flipping a coin here to decide if we call or not.
Ooh.
If it lands on Poker Night in America, we're going to call. If it lands on this bad boy, we're going to fold. All right, you ready, Phil? You want to watch?
You won't believe what happens when
Call.
internet legend flips coin on TV.
Call.
That's a call.
Great.
Straight's good. 7-4 of hearts makes sense. Okay, that's basically match, but we'll go ahead and we'll ship everything over there. We got 3.2 thousand behind. Okay.
3,600 total.
Just about a 20-1 chip lead for Phil Helmuth.
Right in there, bro. Right in there, dude. Right in. This is where I do my best work. All in?
All in.
Is it 36?
Phil's got a king.
I guess I have to call with this hand. King 7.
You're good. All right. We need a queen or a 4.
What does he have, 36?
46.
46, did I miscount?
Oh my God, he angle shot Phil Helmuth.
Pretty sure I had to call 46.
Seems like an honest mistake.
Oh, I would have had to jam 46 anyway. All right. Ropes. That is not helpful. 4.
Nope.
4.
Doug's still looking for a queen or a 4.
You know what? Go big. Queen! Queen! Queen. 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 All right, good game.
No queen, no four. King high wins it.
Yeah, it was
just not Doug Polk's day.
That was a nice hand I hit him. You had a straight and a flush draw.
And just like that, our final match is set.
More King of the Hill after this.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America presents King of the Hill.
We watched Daniel Jungleman Cates defeat Frank Casella in just 4 hands earlier to advance after besting Doug Polk. Phil Hellmuth will take on Cates in the final for 200 grand. But more importantly, a comically oversized wrestling belt.
Two of the world's most aloof human beings, just one title, winner take all. Schenectady, New York ain't big enough for the both of them.
If you want more Poker Night, you can find us on social media, including Twitch and YouTube, where you can find full episodes, live streams, and exclusive content. Also, don't forget to download our free poker app. You and your friends can have your very own Poker Night, as well as a chance to win a seat on our show. Search for us in your app store and download it today. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, good night, my babies.
8-6 offsuit, huh?
You raced too much out of position,
8-6 offsuit. That's not a top 10 starting hand. I don't believe that's on the top 10 starting hands.
No, I agree.
From Rivers Property in Schenectady, New York, this is Poker Night in America.
Hello, my babies, and welcome to Poker Night in America presents King of the Hill. I'm Joe Stapleton alongside Jesse Abramowitz, and we are at Rivers Casino and Resort in Schenectady, New York.
Didn't you grow up here? Are you gonna spend some time with your family after this?
Actually, my parents are really strict, and technically they think I'm in bed right now.
Fair enough. Well, let's get down to business. Last time we saw Daniel Jungleman Cates defeat Frank Casella and Phil Hellmuth take down Doug Polk.
Each of the 4 players put up 50 grand in this winner-take-all format. Tonight, Jungleman and the Poker Brat play for $200,000 and the King of the Hill belt.
It's a best-of-3 matchup. Each player starts with 100,000 chips. Blinds are at 500 and 1,000.
Each player is also allowed 2 reveal placards. Chuck one into the pot, and your opponent must reveal his whole cards at the end of the hand.
Let's go.
Oh, shh, you're gonna wake up my parents. All right, here we go. First is a best-of-3 match. Blinds start at 500, 1,000.
Players begin with 100K in chips here.
Cates has raised Jack-9. Phil called with 8-4. Checks basically in the dark, and he's got a pair. Dan bets 3,000 with his up and down draw.
Who the heck is Dan?
Dan Jungleman Cates.
All right.
Phil calls. And Phil makes a straight on the turn.
The dumb end of the straight. Cates holds the 9.
Oh, they both have straights. Look at that.
Can't fold it to 1 bet. 20K in the middle.
Yeah, it's hard to make a straight. Look at that.
Wow, Hellmuth improves.
Oh, man.
Cates deserves this pot, so maybe he'll just get to steal it here.
Cates bets 20,000. Phil insta-folds.
Hold on a second. I might use a button on this one.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what I had, or let me see if those are my cards.
No, hold on. I'm not going to use a button. No, but I had a straight.
Each player has a placard they can toss out there. They get to see the whole cards from the last hand.
They call it using their reveal.
Yeah, but I feel like something like that.
Cates makes it 2,000. King Jack.
7,000.
Phil 3-betting to 7,000 with Queen 7. Okay.
And the reason that he does 3-bet this here with Queen 7 is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cates makes the quick call, and it's top pair for Phil.
7,000.
Sorry for playing good, Jungleman. Phil's bet now, 7,000. Cates calls. And turns a diamond. Both have a diamond draw now. Second nut flush draw for Cates.
11.
I like the float from Cates both on the flop, and I expect him to at least call, maybe raise here on the turn. This turn is something that should connect with Cates much more than it does Phil.
Phil's bet 11,000, and Cates calls. Of course, He does with the king high flush draw. Misses the river, though. It's the 5 of hearts. Phil finally slowing up. 4 cards straight out there.
Now Kate's having raised and then called the 3-bet, much, much, much more likely to have a 6 in his range than Phil would be.
All right, so basically listen to what Jesse's saying if you know poker so well that you don't even like it anymore. Listen to what I'm saying if you like it and you're terrible at it.
Was that a compliment?
Nope, big bet here from Jungle Man, 40,000.
40,000.
Polarizing.
Oh, this is brutal. It's a good bet. It's almost impossible to call here, even if Phil did have an ace in his hand. Obviously, would be calling to chop against another ace, obviously losing to a 6.
Wow.
And, of course, diamonds.
But Phil doesn't have an ace. He's got a queen. You know who's capable of making really amazing folds, though? PHJ. Phil Hellmuth Jr.
What about his son? He plays poker now, too.
PHJJ?
Yeah.
Not sure about his folding
I'm gonna fold.
capabilities. Phil folds, wants to see it. Will realize he got bluffed.
God, I knew it. He tried to give me all the money. Got. How does the deck save him? God, I knew he was going to give me all the money. He called all that money with king high just stone cold dead.
Well, he wasn't stone cold dead. Until the river, at which point everyone with the losing hand is stone cold dead. Kate's with the big early lead. Blinds now 600, 1,200. Kate's been raising 4 deuce. Phil calls with 7-4 clubs. And the flop is ace, king, tray. Phil with 7 high and the best hand.
48.
Kate's bet 1,600. Phil maybe a little tilty, raising the 4,800 with 7 high, and looks like Kate's is going to call this 4 high, although he does have a gut shot to a wheel.
I think he realizes that Phil's raise here doesn't make a ton of sense.
Phil now checks the jack of spades on the turn. Kate's checks back. It's a 9 of clubs on the river. 7 high, still the best hand.
Hellmuth's going to stab here.
I mean, it's not often that 7 high is going to be the best hand at showdown, and he manages to get Dan Case to fold the worst hand.
Well, congratulations on getting a fold from the nut low.
7 high. What a dream. Phil's still in fairly big trouble here. More than 2-1 deficit to Dan Jungleman Cates. Dan raises, 10-9 off. Phil's in with jack, 5 off.
Check.
Phil checks darkish. Cates flops up and down. Bottom 2 pair for Phil. Goes check, check. 3 of spades on the turn. Phil bets 3. Dan calls 3. To the river. 7 of diamonds. Phil's 2 pair. The best hand.
Phil goes kind of big, I guess, hoping that Kate's had an actual piece of that.
Kate's did not, and very calmly folds. Hey, check out that bell. It's like a wrestling. I think I hear the Ultimate Warriors music. No, wait, that's a slot machine.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Welcome back to Rivers Casino and Resort for Poker Night in America presents King of the Hill. Kate's now the nearly 3-1 chip lead. Blinds are now 800, 1,600. Queen suited for Kate's. 8-6 for Hellmuth. He is going to call the raise. He'll be out of position in this hand. And it goes check, check after Kate's hits a king. Jack of clubs on the turn. Hellmuth picks up a flush draw.
I like that check from the king-queen. Pretty much just designed to be a bluff catcher.
Bet to call on the turn. 9 of spades on the river. Phil's gonna bet at it.
Huh? Be a fairly easy call for Kate's.
Weird. All right, whatever.
Wow.
Another misstep from Kate's. It's hard to get a read on Phil Hellmuth.
Guess he just doesn't think Phil is very capable of bluffing.
Kate's obviously doesn't think much of Phil's game if he's just never putting him on a bluff.
I'm sure Phil's fine with it if he keeps folding winners.
63.
You can almost hear the excitement over Phil's aces there. 6,300 is the raise.
You're luring me in, aren't you?
He likes it.
You're luring me in. I can't resist.
I guess the one drawback to Dan Cates being a machine and not knowing what human emotion sounds like is that he can't spot the excitement of these aces. So Jungle Man Dan has caught a piece of this Queen 10-3 flop.
Of course, has to call here. Second pair, backdoor diamonds, and straight outs.
That's right, Phil's bet 8,400. There's the call. Do you think Jungle Man wears a shirt just so he knows that he's Jungle Man?
I think it's so if he gets lost, someone can help.
Queen on the turn.
Check.
No real sense in betting this 10 if you're Cates. Obviously only getting called by better. Unless you want to turn it into a bluff, and then it's fine.
Cates does not bet. It's a deuce of hearts on the river.
So Helmuth should bet here if he thinks Cates has a piece of this. If he thinks he missed, then he would be wise to check.
Check.
And that's a big part of the game.
It actually goes check, check.
Really nice check back by Cates.
Phil wanted to induce a bluff, and I want a girl to ask for my phone number when I look all cool and awesome, but sometimes they're stupid and don't do it.
Yeah. Did you know jacks versus Jack 10 offsuit and like a dead jack or something is like 17% equity? Jack 10 offsuit is 17%, something like that. I didn't know this until recently.
Oh, wow. How's your life changed since?
It's like
Call,
two dead
65?
jacks. It's like 17%. Something stupid. I forget if it's one or two jacks, but either way, it's ridiculous.
Did you know people from Phoenix are called Phoenicians?
Didn't know that either. All right, well, we've got pocket eights versus Queen 10. Helmuth out flops the eights.
6,000.
And bet 6,000.
Not entirely sure why he's betting here. Only going to get called by better most of the time. Going to get folds from hands like Cates eights here a lot. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me.
5 of spades on the turn.
Expect Phil to slow down here after getting called on the flop. Definitely will be checking this back. What does he get called by?
9,000.
Never mind. Don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me.
He's got the best hand, Jesse. He bets 9,000. I don't know where the problem is.
I just don't get it. You don't want to fold out hands like eights.
No, you want them to call with hands like eights, which is exactly what's about to happen. Oh, so close.
Actually, you know what? I want to see that one.
Oh, the card's already in the muck.
Queen 10.
Phil should have
Queen
lied.
10? Okay. That was worth it.
Helmuth clawing his way back. Less than a 2-1 deficit now. Lines are up, 1,000, 2,000. Jungle Man Dan makes it 4,000 from the button for deuce. Helmuth calls Jack 5 suited and flops trips.
Run hotter, Helmuth.
And I believe Phil's already checked in the dark.
I checked.
Yep, okay.
Hands like Jack 5 and Jack 4 have treated Helmuth quite well on this King of the Hill tournament.
Cates bets his pair of fours. Phil calls.
Check.
That time the card was halfway out. Was that in the dark or the light or?
Dusk.
Dusk. Check in the dusk. I don't think Cates is going to bite a second time. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's stick to just one of us making wrong predictions.
Helmuth is lucky here that Cates actually picked up a reason to continue betting this hand, obviously turning club outs.
Pair and a flush draw, much like Frank Drebin and Ross Sewage. I love it.
Raise 18,000.
Whoa! Say what you will about Phil Helmuth, but his instincts are like a saber-toothed tiger that can't do math.
So just a saber-toothed tiger.
Just a saber-toothed tiger. I mean, I love the instinct here to raise, but this price seems quite affordable.
Does make the call, getting about 3-1, but with 18% equity, needed 25 for that to be break even.
No idea what you're talking about.
No one cares. No one cares.
7 of diamonds on the river, so the flop flush draw comes in. Phil shoves, and luckily, that wasn't the flush draw Jungle Man had.
I don't know what he gets called by there. I don't really know if I love the shove, but I also don't have 15 bracelets.
I shouldn't have moved all in. You probably had like the Queen 10 of clubs or something. You might have zipped it in there.
Something like that.
Helmuth working his way back.
I'm gonna raise it, make it 6.
Makes it 6K with King 6. Cates calls with Jack 6.
Suited.
855, 2 hearts.
Hellmuth doesn't continue. Interesting. Probably because he knew he was going to turn this king.
And it goes check, check on the turn.
How fast are they going to play this hand? We can't even call it.
Don't think this bluff's going to work.
There's not a ton out there, so Cates is going to make Hellmuth pay for it, going for the big overbet because this board traditionally hits Cates a lot more than it does Hellmuth. This is the kind of spot where Cates knows that Hellmuth can look him up if he just does a regular value bet size raise, so he has to charge him big time.
I don't know, Jesse. This feels like such a bluffy amount to me, but after I do the math, I can see that actually I can see the whole cards. And the bluff gets through.
Cates steals a small pot there, but right now momentum definitely favors Hellmuth, who has nearly doubled his stack over the past couple of hands.
Things are just heating up. More poker after this.
Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America.
Welcome back to Rivers Casino and Resort for Poker Night in America presents King of the Hill. Line still 1 and 2,000. Ace Trey for Phil, who limps in on the button. Cates with Ace Queen, Domination Nation. Makes it 8,000. Tell you, Phil Hellmuth wasn't limping to fold, I'll tell you that much.
All right.
Queen, Jack, 10, top for Cates, and a draw to Broadway. Sorry, my voice wasn't warmed up. Phil with the same gut shot and not much else. 1% equity.
18,000?
And he makes it 18,000.
I'll be first to say, I have no idea what Phil's doing here. He limped the button and then called the raise. And to be able to raise here, you're representing something that can certainly beat one pair. So he's kind of just saying, I have, what, 8-9?
Well, Dan somehow isn't folding top pair, top kicker, and a draw to the nuts.
Nor should he be.
4 of hearts on the turn. Phil's 1% equity now down to 0.
But does he have the heart?
22?
22,000, and Cates insta-folds on the turn.
I think he's psyching himself out here. This line makes so little sense that it can't possibly be a bluff, right?
Dan looking a little frustrated. To be fair, I've seen him be frustrated at how few layovers his flight had. That's right, there weren't enough layovers for Dan. Phil with the big lead now.
Call.
Dan makes it 4,000 with 7-4.
Dan Jungleman Cates, one of the best online players in the world, not necessarily known for his live reads.
Well, that story is definitely checking out as Phil flops huge once again.
Check.
Goes check, check. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Phil has checked again.
This is probably the way that Phil would play a 3 or 4-5 or something like that. So I don't fault Jungleman for firing again here. He has equity.
He's got a straight draw.
Raise.
He's coming in for a raise.
Whatever, man.
What move was that? It folds.
I do know some things, actually. Maybe at ace-6, I don't know.
And look at this.
Ace-6.
Hellmuth with now a 3-1 chip lead. Blinds are now 1,200, 2,400. And this is a limp pot.
Check.
And Phil's checked the dark again. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And by fix it, I mean that broken license. Phil won't stop checking in the dark.
I like betting here. Having limped the ace should be under-repped. Hellmuth obviously can't fold second pair here.
I'm going to raise.
All right.
I'm going to raise 24.
Checking in the dark, raising in the light. Next thing you know, he'll be folding before the cards are dealt, just to mix things up.
Not sure what this raise accomplishes. Perhaps I missed that chapter.
This is like that episode of The Next Generation when Data knows he can't beat that space chess player, so he just plays like a jerk to try to frustrate him.
Now after check raising, Helmuth is gonna check. I truly have no idea.
It's working, Jesse.
It's kind of Costanzaing this whole thing.
Costanza. Looks like Cates might actually have his number on this one, as he bets 7,500.
7,500. Call.
What? Mill's calling. He's gonna need to get real lucky on the river. It's a 10.
Check.
Phil misses.
I think you have middle pair, but I'm not 100% sure.
Solid read.
So I'll check, I guess.
Dan checks behind.
Middle pair
Showdown.
any good?
No, it's not.
You win.
God, why couldn't I just shove like a boss?
You win. I check in the dark. Raise.
That would have
Better
been,
bases
that would have
is
been
good.
play. I don't know if you have like ace-9.
Obviously, at middle pair with a big kicker, or I wouldn't raise.
Oh, so that's where he is this whole time. He was raising for value. He had an 8 with a jack kicker, so he thought he'd get called by worse 8s.
Okay.
All right. Finally starting to understand the mind of Phil Hellmuth Jr.
Phil still with a 2-1 chip lead. Blinds up again. 1,500, 3,000. King, queen for Dan. Makes it 6,000.
All in.
Helmuth shoves with ace, queen.
Ugh, it's not what I wanted. I have only one choice at GTO. The math says I must...
Don't play the GTO. You can fold sometimes.
Oh, I'm definitely calling after that. I'm definitely calling after you say that. Ah, I shouldn't have said that. I wasn't ever folding anyways.
Ace 8 or king queen?
So
Kids
stupid.
calls, and it's
Like an
Domination
insane-
Nation. 74% chance this first game is over. The first of the best of 3. And the flop is 8 high. Things not looking good for Cates. He can hit running diamonds. Of course, he can also hit a king. Deuce of spades on the turn severely reduces his chances. Ace on the river seals the deal. Game 1 in the best of 3 match goes to Phil Hellmuth Jr.